Hello, dear ones. This is Neelam, and I have been hard driven to share this exciting Ascension Energy potential for the month of November 2016. The month of October built up huge momentum of change, and this momentum is going to push us into a new paradigm in the month of November 2016. So let's touch upon the October energies a bit so that we get a full picture. October energies were mostly related to resolving polarity issues that we have built up around the duality. What this means basically is that instead of accepting the dual nature of our existence as is, we have been running a judgment program constantly and labeling one aspect of duality as good and the other aspect as bad. And this labeling, this judgment has actually built up polarity in our mindset. So all our belief systems basically emphasize polarization, and this polarization has actually prevented more and more soul presence from entering our body vehicle. October energies were definitely pushing us to resolve the polarity issues so that we could allow more soul presence within us. The other aspect which was dealt with more rigorously was regarding relationships. That is because in October, Mother Gaia has also been undergoing an alignment of her navel chakra along the fifth dimensional harmony field. And this is the reason why the polarity issues and relationship issues have been rising up. Relationships related to navel chakra are those which are based on physical contacts. So as Mother Gaia is undergoing a recalibration of her navel chakra, the relationships which are based on old energy patterns are also undergoing a recalibration, and therefore we have been experiencing some strain, discord in our relationships, and this is adding up to the turbulence in our lives. But this turbulence is also pushing us within to seek the divinity within us, to seek the love within us. The energies are actually pushing us to remove our dependency on external world, on the external relationships, and instead dive within and feel the love, the support within. This is a huge shift actually, and it's not just limited to love. What I mean is, the energies are not only pushing us within to remove our dependency for love and support from our relationships, but the pushing within is also for the support of knowledge, gaining knowledge, and even the learning process. So the more we feel the divine love, the divine wisdom within us, the more we cut off our dependency on the external world. And when we are talking of wisdom and the learning process, this is again a huge shift, because we have been following an old habit of learning everything linearly. So everything we had to learn, we had to practice step by step, repetitive method, till we got used to and till we got to perfection. But this pushing within is actually pushing us from linearity to spontaneity, which means that we simply tap in the wisdom and allow for that wisdom, that skill to flow in our knowing, and then start flowing through our mind body. This is certainly a huge shift. There is, however, some challenge here, because the mind is not yet clear and it is not yet completely aligned with the soul presence. And as we are resolving our polarities, as we are clearing off our baggage, we are allowing for the duality within us to merge. And this merging of duality is certainly pushing us into the unity consciousness experiences. And this is what this pushing from the external to the internal world is all about. Now, when we are talking of the mind not being aligned, there is also one aspect which is coming forth to me. The message that I'm getting is we need to treat mind lovingly, because all this while we have been treating the mind as a monkey mind, something which has created illusions and distortions and messed up our life. But we have to realize that mind is nothing but an aspect of consciousness. It is a very important part of the consciousness when it comes to experiencing. It is an interface between the external world and the consciousness. It is through the mind and its team of senses that the consciousness experiences this external world. So there has to be acceptance, loving acceptance of this mind as well. So overall, if we see, the November energies are more about moving from outside to inside, moving from linearity to spontaneity, moving from duality to unity consciousness. And yes, why I say unity consciousness? We have the great 1111 portal in November. This Ascension portal is the Ascension gateway to unity consciousness. And all the work that we are doing here is basically to shift ourselves into unity consciousness. There is one more thing. Gaia, who is currently recalibrating her navel chakra, that recalibration would also be over by around mid-November. And with this alignment of navel chakra in the fifth dimensional harmony field, Mother Gaia would be aligning 5 of the 7 chakras in the fifth dimension. And in these five, all the lower three chakras, which basically deal with the physical manifestation, these chakras are already recalibrated. And the only ones remaining are the Sahasrara, that is crown chakra, and lastly the heart chakra, that is Anahat. So when we say the Sahasrara chakra recalibration would start in November, it is going to open us up to the higher dimensions completely. And so our psychic abilities would also start opening up. All the energy potentials that we have seen are most dominantly experienced by the forerunners, but everyone else is also undergoing these changes. We are certainly leaving behind the third dimensional world. It is collapsing, and so we do not want to focus our attention on something that is already collapsing. We focus our attention on what is awaiting us, the exciting, glorious times, the experiences of the fifth dimension that are awaiting us. Imagine when we meet people, we would not be feeding on their energies for love, support, or confirmation or appreciation. We won't be judging them. There won't be any hatred, jealousies, competition, nothing. In fact, we would be actually sharing divine love and compassion. Each one of us would be exchanging this with each other. What a beautiful world it would be. We would be living our lives based on love and compassion. Well, that's it from me. All the energy potential recorded here is based on the loving guidance that I receive as I tap into the inner wisdom.